North Korea is isolated from a majority of the world, but there seems to be a connection that might make them more inclusive. It's their shared passion for a global sport, football. Now, the otherwise censored North Korean media has opened its doors to foreign content, namely the English Premier League. But just like the other televised content in the country, this airs with conditions applied. The decision to air this doesn't come as a surprise entirely. This is one sport that has been celebrated across the nation. They were the first Asian team to progress to the knockouts in World Cups back in 1966. They were the early trendsetters in Asian landscape of football. So an international football broadcast was long overdue. But here's the catch. The fans may be able to watch the Premier League on their television sets, but with certain riders in place. Just like the late arrival of the league in the country, fans would only be able to consume the matches much later than when they actually take place. Korean Central Television, or the KCT, started broadcasting the current season on January 13, a season that started in August last year. But for North Korea, the league only started 5 months later. Quite the Internet Explorer moment, I must say. So by that timeline, for North Korea, the American elections haven't taken place yet. Joe Biden is still the president of the United States of America, and it will take some time for the North Koreans to realize Donald Trump has returned to power. But jokes aside, and coming back to the Football League, and the reason why there is such a delayed broadcasting is because the matches aren't streamed live. The otherwise 90-minute long matches will be reduced and cut down to just 60. Screen graphics in English are now overlaid, of course, in their local language. Other logos present on the videos are blurred, probably to conceal the name of the original overseas broadcaster, even masking the pitch-side advertisements that come along with it, and no display of LGBTQ messages allowed either. I'm pretty sure that doesn't take 5 months of editing though, but a minute error and the broadcaster might face the wrath of the leader. So maybe the multiple checks are taking time there. What's worse is that the season finales aren't screened. In simpler words, for people in North Korea, Manchester City aren't the defending champions. It's good if you are a Manchester United, Liverpool or Arsenal fan in North Korea though. They wouldn't have to watch Pep Guardiola lift another trophy. And it isn't just the season finale. Matches of any team that have South Korean players aren't telecasted either. So Tottenham Hotspurs, who are led by Song Heung-min, won't be seen at all. The intense political tensions between the two neighboring countries has ensured of that. And while the strict measures may seem bizarre to the outside world, some of this has probably got to do with copyright issues. North Korea does not have the rights to broadcast Premier League fixtures, so them actually doing these matches itself is a bit of a surprise. But here's the bigger picture. A nation that is prevented from watching any international content or even any sort of entertainment, getting the access of Premier League is massive, because this is a country with immense young talent in the sport. Just last year, they won the Women's Under-20 World Cup, a record third time in their history. But despite the immense feat, the country hardly took notice of it. What this wacky yet ingenuous broadcast could do is reignite that passion among fans. It'll give them content other than the ones directed to run by the government, sure. This is their moment to see international football and stars perform. Even if it is a version that has massive edits and jump cuts, that might miss a pass and suddenly show you a foul or a goal. But still, a medium to break some of the shackles that is deep-rooted, something that might ignite a lost flame of a sport in this country.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogan, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Lohon, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.